Welcome to a new episode of Perfect Chaos, and I have the awesomest story for today because I've showed a whole lot of couples and just random people that have chosen to come to El Salvador, but this is all about families. And so I have my awesome family, Chris and Andrea, and they came back with their kids to El Salvador. And so we're going to talk a little bit with them about their experience, why they chose to come back, and how the transition's been. So first of all, you guys, Andrea, start with a little bit of your history, if you could.
So I left when I was 15. I moved to Minnesota, straight to Minnesota, coldest states in the United States, due to, security issues back in our country. And I lived there for 18 years. I have 4 kids, married, and decided to come back. He fell in love with the country, and that was always one of my dreams, to come back. And
awesome. Okay, now this is the funny thing, because usually it's like, oh well, the Salvadoreños dragging their gringo spouse back, but no.
Not today, friend.
No. Chris, tell him, what was your experience with El Salvador?
What year we come?
He fell in love for 5 years ago, and he's been telling me for the last 3 years, let's move, until I say, and I came 2 times more just to make sure. And every time I will come here, the whole country changed more and more and more. And more people like you were moving. Mm-hmm. And then, I said, let's go.
So what was it that you were just like, okay, was it the snow?
No, none of that.
Culture? What was it?
You look at somebody on your way to a certain city, they might not have a lot of things. They have a hut on the side of a hill, mm-hmm. but they are equally as happy as you are, no matter what you have. When I saw a young lady, remember that one time I saw a chick selling coconuts, and like, this is when my mindset I had to really adjust my perspective on what value was and what was important. Because as an outsider, uneducated, gringo American coming here for the first time, I saw a chick selling coconuts, wearing high heels, a young lady, and I felt so bad for her. In my heart, I felt really bad, because I was like, from United States perspective, it's like looking at a homeless person and you sort of feel sad.
Yeah,
okay?
Like, oh, poor you.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, no,
they were happy.
No, like people have a different.
She's earning her money. She's making her way.
Yeah. So when I talk to people and I see people, I hate to say perspective is everything, but it's all relative to where you are in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, these people have the best views in the world. You couldn't pay for the property they're on right now. Mm-hmm. I just think, no matter how many nice vehicles you have in the United States or how baller your house is, it ain't nothing, man. And I look at that, because we had opportunities and things could progressively, but we chose a little more of a simpler route.
Yeah, because you had the big house, the big property, the big
Cadillacs. I mean, it was nice, but it doesn't make sense.
And I wouldn't see my husband every day.
Yeah, I was working so much to just keep the cycle going. And our kids were going to a public school that we really didn't believe in. I mean, the kids got litter boxes on the floor because of people are identifying in
as a fury lifestyle.
Whoa.
Yes.
And
wow, litter boxes in the school.
Yes, it was
because
crazy.
Because they were identifying.
Back from Minnesota.
And Minnesota is very liberal. So we wanted the culture back. And I am thankful.
Catholic? I like the structure.
Not really even a Catholic or a specific religion. Actually, it wasn't. But just going back to the culture of what's good and what's wrong and what's
right,
who you are. Just the culture.
Just cutting the confusion crap.
And that the school pushed me as the most, because it's starting to touch home. With the boys, we were good in a small, very small public school. Then we moved to another city, and I just started losing control of my daughter of 7 years old.
Yeah, there was some weird times.
And there was she was into that fury lifestyle, and then I'm like, where is she getting this from? And so then I just decided to let's start back.
Regroup.
And
Get back
that's
to it.
when you sitting there saying,
He
why are we
finally
still here?
won.
Why are we here? And then your
Yes.
daughter comes home, Mom, I think I'm a cat at
Yeah.
7.
For real.
And,
For real.
and you're like,
serious.
okay, honey, let's go.
This
Yeah.
is seriously
Yeah.
Can't
real
wait.
story.
So then it was the jump. You got here, but like, I mean, a lot of people that come here, the biggest thing is, okay, but everything is, the salaries are so low and everything like that.
Correct.
And so then now what do we do?
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, now do we do it? Did you guys start a business?
So, my parents own pupuseria, and well, they used to own it. They sold it, and we had to escape kidnapping back in the day, and we escaped that. So then, but I grew up in pupuserias. I grew up living in one, and I'm starting my own business and bringing back my parents. How I grew up.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, I'm gonna.
Awesome.
When I open, I invite you to.
Oh, heck yeah, girl. I'm there. I will totally do a full video just on your publicity.
It's the gringo pupus.
No. No.
That's awesome. That's so cool. And so now that when you came back, how was the transition for your kids?
Most of the people are asking me that. They expect maybe like a shocking change. And it was at the beginning where they were telling me, this just doesn't feel home. It feels like a vacation. But the moment we went to see the school, it was a moment where everything changed. Like even my sons were like, the first day they were like, oh my God, this is amazing. I feel like a family, because the school involves the older kids with the younger kids, and then here's my older son reading to my little one, and it's just completely like all of the kids, and I just want to almost make me cry because all of the kids were welcoming to my kids.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
Completely different in the schools in there.
I mean, I feel like our kids, though, they grew up with a what's the word?
Salvadoran culture.
Yeah, I mean, your parents, hardcore Salvador, they live like right down the street.
So they're used to like family culture.
So it wasn't a big change.
And they've grown up listening to Spanish. You know, on Saturday nights at the Hispanic table. I mean, it's just it's like this, and the music's like boom, boom. You know, it's just how it is. You know.
So it's almost like the kids felt more home here with like the family type environment at school and music.
Just makes sense, you know.
The connection to nature.
They were shocked. They were actually shocked for being like how much better it is. The schools are.
Yeah, they're supposed to be a little cheaper, you know what I'm saying?
Even with the uniforms.
Yes, at the beginning, do we really have to wear this?
Shit, I'm saving money on my school clothes. How I'm looking at it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna buy school clothes.
Honey, you don't have to go and have this big old closet because you wear this 5 days a week.
Everybody looks the same.
Yep. That's awesome. And so they're super happy in the school. And you guys found, well, when you guys came back, did you bring your parents back then?
So, no.
Or did you stay there?
They are everybody's there. My siblings are there.
Wow.
And yeah, it was just us. I always do what people are telling me not to do, so I'm gonna do. So my whole family were like, "No, stay here."
Yeah. But as soon as we land, like, "Hey, when we coming down?" You know.
So yeah, everybody's coming. Like my mom already came to visit us. Now his dad is coming. His dad is thinking of moving here. I mean, so yeah, we are.
So you've always kind of had that little bit of that pioneer, little bit of rebellious pioneer kind of spirit. Yeah, because that's what. Like I always say in my videos, you gotta, if you're thinking about coming to El Salvador, okay, drop your expectations, drop your entitlements. You gotta have kind of a little bit of a pioneer, creator, madre creador kind of spirit of just like, you want to create something. You want to create your heaven. You don't want to just, go sit in heaven. You want to go and build it and make it.
Yeah, things are different. You know what I mean? It's don't expect like, I don't know, like the word.
Amazon Prime,
Oh no!
I tell you what, that's the worst right there. Not having Amazon Prime. That's the only thing.
Amazon Prime and your mac and cheese boxes.
Kraft mac and
The
cheese.
Kraft mac and cheese. So those are the things you miss the most is Amazon.
I got my brother flying down 25 boxes for me because that's how much of a bender I'm going to go on.
Okay. Okay, that. Yeah, I have some children that would totally join you.
I'll tell you what, I'll sell it to you for 400% markup.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, I can't let it go.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so let's see. What is your advice to anybody thinking about making the jump? Any like warnings? Any
Okay, I would say first thing I would do is I would make sure I have a bank account through Wells Fargo. I feel like the Wells Fargo way to go.
Not just that, just get your dockets in a row with banking issues because that takes a long time to get your money. I mean, but either way, either way,
I mean, we functioned with Western Unions for a while because of that.
have you guys ever tried Bitcoin though?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Never.
I mean, Wells Fargo still charges you $8 for every $1,000.
See, we don't know about Bitcoin. We don't even understand.
Okay. That's it. I'm gonna make a video about Bitcoin and show you guys because it's so easy. It's almost as easy as Zelle.
Okay.
If you can Zelle, you
Bitcoin.
can
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's check.
And no fees. Yeah.
Are you serious? Yeah. To me, it just doesn't like get it. Like people are explaining.
Oh, but anyways, hold on. Back to the one thing I would have to say is, make sure you have your money right when you get here. Because if you don't have cash, if you don't have cash, you're gonna have problems. Okay?
And then what else? Yeah, cash country definitely. Most of the things it's cash. But now you do start using that. But other than that, don't expect like flawless, like traffic. But it's the typical American 9 to 5 traffic. It's gonna be crazy. You already know.
Yeah.
So what else, babe?
I'm just trying to think. I don't know, babe.
Simple life.
I guess like you said before, when we first got here, you had said like, I got out of the shower and I'm like, man, I was so much happier in El Salvador because life is simple. And that's the biggest thing.
I go pay my power bill, I have to go to the bank. It reminds me of the 1960s. You know what I mean? I don't got a problem with that.
And
that's okay with you. That's okay.
Yeah.
Everything is too digital.
Yeah, life is a lot more simpler. It's like getting back to the basics and
a little family, a little religion, and just a little work. You know what I mean? For real.
And then a whole lot of I love that. Little family, little religion, a little bit of work. And
say beer. No one say beer.
No, but seriously,
party.
But seriously, isn't it though? Little bit of like everything here, and they involve it in one day. They just have all of those 3-4 things in one day, and then like little bit of money, little bit of work.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Little bit of family. Yeah, but like literally, people have time to have a coffee. In the middle of the day with your friend, and then you pick up your kids at school, and the
hardest part for me is getting used to they say afternoon. Afternoon's like 5 p.m. I'm used to that like that gringo lifestyle where you're starting to taper down a little bit. You know what I mean? Everybody's a little later, which is fine, but I'm adapting.
Yeah, and because here. We stay up late. So
yes, they do.
Evening is like post 8.
Dinner time's around 8.
Afternoon is like 9. 5 to 8.
Yes.
and then and waking up early, that is not.
That's our problem. That's our problem. We wake up too early.
I wake up at 3:34 in the morning.
And, so our cycle just
and there's nothing to do. Starbucks doesn't even open until
6:30.
There's nothing to do till 8, 9,
just 10. Just to jump on the day, really, but the gym or something. But
you got a little bit. That's a little bit of that gringo left in you, honey. That let's get up early and let's get moving.
Just pacing around the house.
Gringo left in you.
Have my coffee.
Yeah, he got me that. He got me that routine.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much for this super awesome interview, and they're even going to let us talk to the kids. So check out the next video about what it's like for kids to go from the U.S. to El Salvador.
That's right.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
See you later.
Bye.
I'm Jenny Addy, shining my light so you can shine yours. See you guys next time. And go to living like a local if you would like to come back to El Salvador.